And Matthew Payne, after dominating early today, back into the second spot. So he'll be wanting to go one better with Josh Donahue sitting in third. Jaden Ransley into the fourth spot, and Rihanna O'Meara Hunt, our co-commentator Ari Hutton's driver. So they come up to the start. And it looks like the 30 of Liam Lawson has got through, and Josh Donahue's come through to second, and no, Matthew Payne's got him back. And the 53 of Jaden Ransley looks to capitalise on the situation, but he can't quite make it. So they've all made it through that first corner. You can see it's, oh no, sorry, we've got the 65 there of Tyler O'Leary's gone straight into the bags. You can see a dry line forming in a lot of these corners now, so this guy's going to have to be careful. Not going to make it through there on the grass. There's a bit of a gap developing there between the front group and that second group. So it's still Lawson getting his head tucked right down. Lawson leads Payne ahead of Donahue, Ransley, Zeltwinger, Hunter Cheatham, Jared Fisher, Dylan Frere, and Tom Greig rounding out that top 10. Lawson and Payne definitely look like the two pace setters, with Donahue back there in third. Ransley not far behind. So Payne putting some pressure onto Lawson. No one doing anything too silly yet. The winner of this race will be the national title holder, so a lot of pressure on the line. Lawson and Matthew Payne really looking like they're the two to win this race. Payne's not doing anything too rash at the moment. He knows he's got another 15 laps. So Josh Donahue sitting there, back there in third. He's going to be waiting for the two at the front to come together, of course. Still Lawson ahead of Payne. Ransley putting a bit of pressure on Donahue. Track is certainly starting to dry up. Certainly if I was on the grid for the next race, I'd be having a look. And that's Ransley putting his nose down on the inside of Donahue. So Ransley takes the third spot. So Lawson leads Payne. Not quite sure if Payne's going to have enough to put some more pressure on Lawson. He's driven faultlessly all morning. So talking about our co-commentator Ari Hutton's driver, Rihanna O'Meara Hunt, she's been shuffled right back to the 11th spot. So after a fantastic heat race, pre-final before, she's been pushed back, and it looks like Liam Lawson's making a little bit of a gap there. He's a 10th faster on that last lap. Jaden Ransley in the third spot. Ransley and Donahue definitely off the pace of the front two. Lawson really pushing the boundaries as they come through there. And that's looks like could be Fisher and Cheatham back there having a good old battle. So still Lawson leading Payne, and Ransley back in the third spot. We lost Donahue there. Looks like Donahue's dropped right back. So Josh Donahue's dropped all the way back into the ninth spot. I missed what happened there, but that leaves Ransley all by himself in no man's land between those two groups. So 12 laps to go. This will be a longer race for some of these younger guys. Couple of guys running side by side back there. Oh, a bit of grass. They're still Lawson. Payne looking back to see the gap. Ransley's there all by himself. He's not fast enough on that lap. And then we've got Zeltwinger and Sam Wright, who's shut it down the inside. Sorry, that was Dylan Frere who's thrown it down the inside of Sam Wright. And they're still running side by side as they come out of there. And it looks like Dylan Frere's going to get... Oh, no, he's got back down the inside of him. So Sam Wright's going to come out of that ahead. Just as I say that, looks like Dylan's got back by. So these guys are swapping and changing that for that fifth spot. And there's another kart retiring off there. So still Lawson and Payne miles ahead of Ransley. Ransley a little bit quicker on that lap, but he's only just matched the leaders. Lee Zeltwinger in fourth, Dylan Frere fifth, Sam Wright in sixth. Jared Fisher is down in seventh after a pretty good performance earlier today. Hunter Cheatham in the eighth spot, and Josh Donahue down in ninth. He really should be a bit further up. And there's a couple of guys there running side by side. Looking to do the old switcheroo on the way out. There's still Lawson. Payne's getting nice and close. Track's certainly very dry through there. Lawson there running a tight line. Not sure if he's trying to cool his tyres or block, but I'd say he's trying to block with Matthew Payne right up under the bumper, and he's gone down the inside. Looks like a lead change, and Lawson's tried to hold on. He's not going to be able to go around the outside there. Now it's switch around. Lawson's looking down the inside into the hairpin. He's overshot it. Payne's got back through, so Payne is leading this race now. Lawson's dropped back a tiny fraction. So now Lawson needs to get up onto the back bumper there of Matthew Payne. A couple of guys there running side by side through that left-hander. And now Liam Lawson needs to show that he's got some pace. He's got to put some pressure on. Matthew Payne's been really, really good all day today. Lawson's fast through that first corner and then back into this right-hander here. Just looks like Matthew Payne's got a bit of a better card underneath him. Maybe he's taking care of those wet tyres a little bit. See, this is the issue you get when you've got these younger drivers and they're not quite sure. There's the 40 of Ryan Wood goes down the South Island champ Ruben Adams. But yeah, as I was saying, the younger drivers they need to learn how to manage tyres. So this is a good way for them to learn on a high pressure situation. So still, Lawson having a look down the inside into one. And he's made it stick. So Lawson has taken the lead. 7 laps to go. Certainly not over yet. Lawson is back in front. Jaden Ransley in the third spot. He'll be rubbing his hands together if those two make contact. And it's tight in that back group there. Lawson still leads. Jaden Ransley in that third spot still doesn't have the pace of those front guys, but if they keep fighting for the next 6 laps, you see Lawson running a big tight line down into turn 1. It may cost him on the way out, and that'll give Matthew Payne a little bit of an opportunity there, but he doesn't take it. Payne's racing a very wise race so far. Remember, these guys only between the ages of 10 and 14. Certainly very young, but some mature heads. So it's still Lawson. Looking very dry up there. Certainly if I was in the Rotax Max Junior class, I'd be looking out there and seeing how dry it's getting. Lawson again runs a tight line. I don't know that he needs to block down into there. He's putting himself under a bit of extra pressure. And Payne is going to have a look down the inside. And Lawson's got him back. Fantastic driving from Liam Lawson. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of times these guys are doing now. See a little bit of an arm gesture there from Liam. I don't know if they're really going to do much working together now. They both want this win, but Jaden Ransley's sitting behind. He's done 49.8 in that last one, so he's just a little bit faster. His car might be coming on a bit better, taking care of those tyres. And that's Lawson over the grass, so Payne's got by. Might have run Lawson up under the grass, I'm not sure. But that lap for those two front runners was a 50.2 and a 50.6, and Jaden Ransley just did a 49.6, so he is coming. Dylan Freer back in the 4th spot just did a 49.6 as well, 49.6 as well, so he's a bit far back to catch these guys, but they're certainly turning into a battle. 4 laps to go this time, so Jaden Ransley might just run out of time. So Lawson still under the bumper of Payne. Both of them have driven superbly so far today in these changing conditions. Now it's drying out. They need to push it a little harder. They need to use that grip now. Don't worry about the tyres. You're going to chew through them. He's not close enough to make a move. Payne gets a good drive off that right-hander there. Oh, it's having a look down there into that turn 1, but he's not going to make that. So Lawson still in behind. 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 laps to go as they come past the start-finish line now. Now Payne's running a tight line. Lawson goes to the outside. He's going to try and get a run. He's right up the back bumper. He's got to drive smart now. And he's going to have a look. So Lawson's down the inside. Can he make it stick? Payne can't get him on the way out. He's got good drive off that right-hander. So the order now, Lawson and then Payne, Ransley, Sam Wright, Dylan Freer, Lee Outwinger, Hunter Cheatham, Jared Fisher, Callum Hedge and Rihanna O'Meara Hunt rounding out the top 10. And Lawson still ahead. Not long now. If Payne wants this title, he's going to have to make a move. Lawson's just got to run smooth. He's going to block up into turn 1. He's entitled to do that. Last lap now. Which one of these drivers is going to be your national champion? Liam Lawson still ahead. Is he going to block in here? Payne doesn't make a move. Ransley's just about on the back bumper, so he'll be gutted. There's not another 3 or 4 laps here. So they're just coming around now. And Lawson's just here, but Payne's got back in front. So it looked like Lawson's run tight into that left-hander. And Matthew Payne's got by. So Matthew Payne, if he can hold it together here, and Lawson's right underneath, and they're running side by side up onto the front straight. Lawson over the grass, and he crosses the line first. He is ecstatic with that win. That was incredibly close. What a drive from those two youngsters. Jaden Ransley taking out the 3rd spot. Sam Wright 4th. Dylan Freer in 5th. Lee Outwinger 6th. Hunter Cheatham in 7th spot. Jared Fisher down in 8th. He won't be happy after a really good performance this morning. Callum Hedge in 9th. Ryan Wood rounding out your top 10. The South Island champion Ruben Edwards in 11th spot. Brendan Lambert in 12th spot. Riano O'Meara Hunt after a fantastic pre-final down to 13th. Josh Bethune, Ethan Donahue 4 laps down, Josh Donahue 9 laps down, Tom Grigg 11, and Tyler O'Leary obviously coming out in that first lap.